Analyzing the U.S. Army's role in supporting humanitarian demining operations, the United States Army is widely recognized as one of the most well-equipped and well-trained military organizations in the world. While the primary mission of the U.S. Army is typically focused on national defense and strategic military objectives, the Army has also played a key role in supporting humanitarian efforts around the world. One area where the U.S. Army has been particularly involved is in supporting demining operations, which help to remove landmines and other unexploded ordnance, UXO, from areas of conflict or post-conflict environments. In this article, we will analyze the role of the U.S. Army in these important humanitarian demining operations. The importance of demining operations. Before we dive into the U.S. Army's role in supporting demining operations, it's important to understand why these operations are so critical. Landmines and other UXO are a serious threat to civilians who live in areas affected by conflicts or wars. These explosive devices can maim or kill people who accidentally stumble upon them, and they can also restrict access to land for agriculture, transportation, and other essential activities. Demining operations aim to clear these areas of any landmines and UXO, making them safe for people to return and begin rebuilding their lives. Unfortunately, demining operations are not always easy to carry out. Clearing even a small area of land can be extremely time-consuming and requires a great deal of expertise. In many cases, demining operations are carried out in areas that have already experienced significant damage, which means that the terrain may be difficult to navigate and the stability of the ground may be compromised. In addition, there are often limited resources available to support these operations, which means that many NGOs and governments rely on the support of military organizations like the U.S. Army to provide the necessary expertise and resources. The U.S. Army's approach to demining operations. When it comes to supporting demining operations, the U.S. Army has taken a multifaceted approach. First and foremost, the Army provides skilled personnel who are trained in demining techniques and can work alongside local organizations and other NGOs to help clear areas of land. The Army also has specialized equipment that can be used in demining operations, such as metal detectors and robots that can safely detect and clear landmines and UXO. In addition, the Army provides funding and logistical support to NGOs that are carrying out demining operations, which can be critical in areas where resources are limited. Another key part of the U.S. Army's approach to demining operations is education and awareness. The Army has produced numerous educational materials and training sessions aimed at educating people about the dangers of landmines and other UXO. By increasing awareness and encouraging people to report any suspicious objects they find, the U.S. Army is helping to prevent accidents and ensure that demining operations are carried out safely and effectively. Success stories of U.S. Army-supported demining operations. Over the years, the U.S. Army has been involved in numerous demining operations around the world, and many of these have been successful in removing dangerous landmines and UXO from affected areas. For example, in Afghanistan, the U.S. Army has supported demining operations in conjunction with the Afghan National Army, which has helped to clear over 1,500 square miles of land in the country. Similarly, in Iraq, the U.S. Army has worked with local organizations to remove over 400,000 landmines and UXO, which has allowed residents to begin rebuilding their communities. While there is still much work to be done in terms of demining operations around the world, the role of the U.S. Army in supporting these efforts cannot be understated. The Army's expertise, resources, and commitment to humanitarian efforts have made a significant impact in many areas, and the success stories of demining operations are a testament to the important role that the Army plays. In conclusion, the U.S. Army has a critical role to play in supporting humanitarian demining operations around the world. By providing skilled personnel, specialized equipment, funding, and education, the Army is helping to clear landmines and UXO from areas affected by conflict and post-conflict environments. While this work is difficult and often dangerous, the importance of demining operations cannot be overstated, and the U.S. Army's continued support in this area is vital to the success of these important humanitarian efforts.